1986. 19 October 1986 is when Samora Machel would lose his life, and we're seeing this happening in Mozambique on the day that Mozambicans and Africa as a whole is commemorating Samora Machel. Samora Machel was a Mozambican military commander and political leader, and he served as the first president of Mozambique from 1975 until his death in 1986. He was born on 29 September 1933 in Gaza province, Portuguese Mozambique. Samora Machel was a significant figure in Mozambique's history, serving as the first president of the country from its independence in 1975 until his death in 1986. He would have been president for 11 years. Now, his early life, he was born into a family of farmers who faced displacement due to Portuguese colonial policies. His education, he would attend mission schools. Then he becomes a nurse, which would expose him to injustices which were being faced by black Mozambicans under colonial rule. And this experience would fuel his desire for change. Then he would join the Frelimo in 1962. Machel joined the Mozambique Liberation Front, Frelimo, dedicated to fighting for Mozambique's independence from Portuguese colonial rule. He received military training in Algeria and quickly rose through the ranks. After the assassination of Frelimo leader Eduardo Mondlane in 1969, Machel became the head of the organization. Under his leadership, Frelimo successfully waged guerrilla warfare against Portuguese forces. Now we're seeing a familiar surname here, Eduardo Mondlane. Eduardo Mondlane. And this opposition leader, Venancio Mondlane, is he in any way related to Eduardo Mondlane? Are these related? Remember, Venancio Mondlane, at one point he would contest as an independent candidate. Now, yes, they are related. There is a relationship between Venancio Mondlane, the leader of opposition, and Eduardo Mondlane, the leader of Frelimo, who would be assassinated just before. In fact, that would lead to the vacancy where we would see Samora Machel taking over. Now, the relationship between Venancio Mondlane and Eduardo Mondlane, family connection. Venancio Mondlane is a descendant of Eduardo Mondlane, who was a prominent revolutionary leader and the first president of Frelimo until his assassination in 1969. However, the exact familial relationship, whether as a son or another direct descendant, is not directly detailed in the search results. Now, the family of Eduardo Mondlane publicly distanced itself from Venancio's campaign, emphasizing that his use of their ancestors' legacy should not be exploited for electoral purposes. They reaffirmed their support for Daniel Chapo. All right, so what we can see from this, they are related but not directly related. There would be a family which claims to be directly related to Eduardo Mondlane. So we see in 1962, after joining Frelimo, Samora Machel, then we see in 1969 Eduardo Mondlane is assassinated, then Samora Machel would take over the leadership. Then Mozambique gains independence on June 25, 1975, with Machel becoming its first president. He would implement Marxist policies, nationalizing industries and land. Then 1984, there is the Nkomati Accord. He signed the Nkomati Accord with South Africa, agreeing not to support each other's opposition movements amid ongoing conflicts with rebel groups like Renamo, Mozambique National Resistance. Tragic end on October 19, 1986. Machel died in a plane crash in Lebombo Mountains near Mbuzini, South Africa. The crash raised suspicions of foul play attributed to the apartheid regime, although South Africa denied involvement. Machel is remembered as a revolutionary hero who fought for Mozambique's independence and sought to implement socialist reforms. His legacy continues to influence Mozambican politics and the society today. Now, growing up in Harare, my favorite street was Samora Machel, where we would see now they put the Neander statue in Samora Machel. We saw banks like Stanchart banks there. A lot of newspapers there in Samora Machel, the Daily News, the Tribune. In Samora Machel, there's the Trust Bank, and then there's the pathway there to Queen Elizabeth High. Samora Machel, then we see this. What's the name of this place where journalists may usually drink in? It's a hotel, but it's not a hotel. I'm forgetting the name. There, closer to the passport office, is there. So Samora Machel would be the business center of Zimbabwe, where big things are happening there. That is way before Joiner City is opened. Anyways, Joiner City hasn't really consolidated mainstream businesses. Still, Samora Machel is the big deal. Anyways, I'm going to sign out. All right, about now. I am not running out of air. All right. Enough respect to everybody who was watching us live. Asangaro says 2028 Mukenyana office Garwe ku ku precab farm. Oh, all right. We sing a prophecy there. This is the reason why Mnangagwa keeps youth unemployed, so he can call them this way and pay them to go, so they can implement 2030 vision. I don't know about that. I think these youths are doing the things on their own. Okay, we are seeing these guys trying and trying. When they are failing, they are really failing. With that, I'm going to sign out. Dr. Clarence, TV7 Live, Champions Network. As always, thank you for watching.